What's up you guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to talk about ticker symbol TTOO, T2 Biosystems. The stock is trading at $3.10. Before I do that, I wanted to thank you all for so much love and all the likes on my ZOM video. I'll be making sure that I'll update you more on ZOM in next couple of days, but let's talk about TTOO at the moment. T2 Biosystems. I'll be talking about three things in this video. The first one is the stock price and the review on the volume and some of the technical analysis. The second thing is I'll be talking about the upcoming revenue opportunity for the company and one of the great momentum why company can be successful in upcoming future. The third thing we'll talk about is one of the big catalysts that is coming up for T2 Biosystems in a very near future within next couple of weeks. I talked about the stock when it was $1.99 or below $2 level, and since then the stock had a really nice spike in the stock price, and I wanted to keep you posted on what's going on with T2 Biosystem and where the price can go from this level. I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own due diligence and research before you buy or sell any stock. This is a penny stock. T2 Biosystem is a risky stock, so make sure that you do not invest your entire portfolio and investment in one penny stock. Make sure that you have diversified portfolio. Penny stocks are really great at giving return, and it's high risk and high return. Subscribe to my channel for future videos and timely updates. Also click on the like button because your like helps getting this video shared with more and more people. Also share this video with your friends and family. I'll really appreciate it. Now without further delay, let's talk about T2 Biosystem. Right now the stock is up by more than 60% from our original price and discussion. Let's take a look at what happened to T2 Biosystems on Friday, February 5th. The stock is up by 30% or 70 cents, and it is closed at $3.10. The 5-day chart, if you take a look at the 5-day chart, you'll see a really good spike from $2.40 to $3.42. We talked about this stock when it was around at this level a couple of weeks back. Now since then we have seen more than 50% increase in stock price in 1 month. If you take a look at, there are some ups and downs, but in general the stock has a very good momentum, and we'll do a little bit of technical analysis as well. But the stock is up 119% in last 1 month, which is a huge spike in terms of the stock price. The company already has revenue. In Q3 the revenue was 5.25 million. In Q2 they had 2.55 million. So I want you to note that they doubled the revenue in 1 quarter from 2.55 to 5.25. Their cash on hand is 19.606 million. So the company has enough cash to burn for next couple of quarters at the moment. And I'll share more about this. Might not be a big issue for the company, and that's one of the biggest catalysts that I'm going to share with you in this video. But in Q1 2020, the revenue was similar to what they had in Q2, 2.55, and their cost of revenue, however, their cost of revenue has been pretty high for last 3 quarters that I noticed. It's 9 million in Q1 2020. In Q, the cost of revenue was 6.28 million, and in Q3 the cost of revenue was 10.8 million, and the company has been burning a lot more cash. If you take a look at their net income is negative 11.26. Their Q2 income is net income is negative 10.69 million, and similarly in Q1 their income was negative 14.95 or $15 million. Now let's take a look at what the analysts has to say and recommend about this stock. In February we just got the ratings and recommendations from analysts. There are 5 ratings and recommendations. 2 are saying a strong buy, 1 is saying a buy, and 2 are suggesting a hold. So it's a good thing. At this price point, the analysts think that this is a good stock to hold or buy or strong buy. Now let's take a look at the 1-year target. The 1-year target, and this is what we discussed in my previous video a couple of weeks back, where the stock price target was $3.18, and the stock already hit this target almost pretty closely, $3.10. The volume is pretty strong. If you see here, the volume on February 5th was 81 million. Stock opened at $2.28 and their day range is $2.93 to $3.45. So during the day, the stock passed this 1-year target, and this is what precisely we have been seeing in a lot of our penny stocks. If you think about CTRM, ZOM, and T2 Biosystems, and TTOO, all these stocks that we have been lately talking, those are penny stocks, and they have hit all their price target and went above and beyond. So this is a great thing. Now let's take a look at further into their volume. Their volume spiked up on February 5th. If you see right here, their volume was 81 million. Before that, yesterday on February 4th, the volume was 44 million. And on February 3rd, volume was 7 million. So there is definitely a lot more momentum in terms of stock trading during the trading session. Now, 81 million is one of the highest volume that we have seen in the stock. Right before that, on January 12th, we saw 80 million in volume. And after that, the stock had a pretty low volume that spiked up right now. And I'll go over that as to why the volume spiked up, why the stock price spiked up as well. So watch the full video. Now let's take a look at one more thing about the stock, the RSI. I do not want to bore you with a lot of technical analysis, but RSI might be very helpful parameter and metric to take a look at. In 1-day chart, as you see right here, the stock price was ups and down. There were some ups and downs, but overall, the stock had a pretty positive momentum in terms of the price range. Now, let's take a look at the RSI. The stock closed with a 56 RSI for 1 day at $3.10, which is a great RSI in my opinion, because it's not a overbought or oversold condition looking at the RSI. So the RSI looks pretty healthy. Even though when the stock was $3.45, the RSI was 80, which suggests it's overbought condition, but it quickly got back up to 40 when the stock price was $3.10. So overall, RSI does suggest that there might be a little bit of pullback next week in the beginning of the Monday trading session. But overall, it might be it's not a heavy overbought condition. If you take a look at the 5-day chart, the RSI is 48, which is also a great thing. When the stock spiked up from $2.41 to $3.14, the RSI was 75.80, which also is a healthy RSI. Video, I'm quickly going to explain what is T2 Biosystem, what the company does, and we'll go and review one more big catalyst that is coming up in next week or two that can bring this stock price even higher. The company is saving lives and improving healthcare by empowering clinicians to effectively treat patients faster. The company's mission is to save lives and improve healthcare by empowering clinicians to get patients on the right therapy faster. They come work every day to solve the critical needs in healthcare, diagnostics, and innovative solutions. Build their game-changing T2 magnetic technology, which is a detection technology. Sepsis claims more lives annually than the breast cancer, prostate cancer, and AIDS combined. We are focused on eradicating deaths due to sepsis by developing tools that helps identify most common and deadly sepsis-causing pathogens faster than ever before. The speed is critical in sepsis management. The faster patients are receiving the effective treatment, the more likely they are going to survive and have better outcomes. Better yet, early targeted therapy for bloodstream infection may prevent the progressive to sepsis altogether. Now, what is sepsis? I'm really quickly going to touch upon sepsis. Based on the Mayo Clinic, sepsis is a potentially life-threatening condition that occurs when the body's response to an infection damages its own tissues. When the infection-fighting processes turn on the body, they cause organs to function poorly and abnormally. The sum of the symptoms are change in mental status, systolic blood pressure changes, and respiratory rate higher than equal to 22 breaths a minute. So these are some of the symptoms. For T2 Biosystems, our blood tests provide actionable result in 3 to 5 hours. The only other way to identify species-specific diagnosis require a blood culture, which takes more than 1 to 5 days. Today, T2 Direct Diagnostics are getting patients on the right therapy faster and expedited identification of negative test results that allows rapid de-escalation of unneeded therapy. In partnership with the hospital around the world, T2 Biosystems technology is uniquely positioned to strike huge blow to sepsis, that they are able to provide these results within 3 to 5 hours. And one more thing to also note, that they have these two panels that run across automated T2DX instrument, and they're first and only FDA cleared. I want you to pay attention. First and only FDA cleared and CE marked blood tests that identify sepsis causing pathogens without to wait for blood culture. As hospitals continue to adapt the technology, it will represent the paradigm shift that can potentially result in thousands of patients going home with their family instead of a tragic, potentially avoidable and alternative therapy that they are going to receive as a result of this. This is very, very important in my opinion, and this is a game-changing technology. If this works out, going to be a great thing. Now, as I mentioned, they're revenue positive. One of the bigger revenue stream that they have right now is they have developed this CV19 resources in response to this pandemic. The panel is commercially available right now, awarded by emergency use and authorization by FDA on August 31st, 2020. The panel was validated in accordance with emergency use and authorization requirements from FDA. The panel is being distributed in accordance with the guidance from FDA policy for this COVID-19 disease and the tests for the public health emergency revisited. This is one of the bigger revenue stream for the company. And now in the third phase, I'll be talking about in this video about one of the biggest catalysts. The company has declared or announced the preliminary fourth quarter and full year 2020 results, and based on that, the preliminary unaudited fourth quarter 2020 total revenue is expected to be 7.9 million, according to the product revenue, including the product revenue of 5.8 million, representing the growth of 155% and 274% respectively. Now let's take a look at this number of 7.8 million compared to what we have seen in Q3. The revenue was 5.25 million, which was doubled from Q2 2020 to 2.55 million. Now, if they report this revenue around 7.8 million, once again, the disclaimer here is it's an unaudited result. But what I'm trying to say is the audited result will be along the same lines, which can be a biggest catalyst in the stock price because it will have a lot more trust and momentum from the investors and retail stock investors. Now, including the product revenue of 5.8 million, representing the growth, which is a great thing. Another thing is unaudited full year 2020 revenue is expected to be 18.1 million, including the product revenue of 11.7 million, which is once again a great thing, a huge jump. They have sold already 21 T2DX instruments in fourth quarter, where they have sold 19 in just the United States alone. So this is one of the great things, one of the biggest catalysts. When they announce this result, it's going to be an official result in terms of the revenue, the profitability. The company might not be super profitable just yet, but there's a good future for the company that can bring the stock price to even higher levels. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so do your own due diligence and research before you buy or sell TTOO or any other penny stock that we discuss on this channel. I hope this information is useful. Consider subscribing to my channel. Also, click the like button on this video. So like, and share this video with your friends and family. I'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching.